Hello, my name is Adeyemi for Clueless Junkie. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to go about doing a cost estimate of a foundation for your building plan. At the end of this video, you will be able to do a quick calculation of the number of blocks, bags of cement, and such that would be needed to complete the foundation of your new house. If it's your first time on this channel, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and also the notification button so you don't miss any future uploads. Thank you. Without further ado, let's jump right into it. Now, this is a sample floor plan. It looks like what you would have for a building plan. Your plan will not be exact as this. This is just a reference floor plan for this video. So we are going to be calculating for linear meter. Don't need to worry about what that means. I will show you how to go about that in a moment. And then we'll do for perimeter, then obtain the area of the floor plan. That's usually stay on the layout of the design and so on. So to go about calculating for linear meter, which is basically a sum of all the linear length of individual walls we have on the foundation, we'll go on, and for this image we'll get the length of each walls, we add them up together and then arrive at the final sum of that. Get the vertical walls, the horizontal walls, the diagonal ones, and add everything together, and then we get 39.96 meter as the linear meter for this particular floor plan. And then we take that value and put it up there as reference, that is. And then for the area, we're going to obtain that usually written somewhere in the layout for the building plan. Then write that up there. And then we do the perimeter as well, which is basically the external walls, and then get on with calculating for the number of blocks and bags of cement and the aggregates that's going to be enough to do the foundation for this particular plan. So for the number of blocks, we want to know what size of each block, and for this video I'll be using a 9-inch block which has its length as 0.45 meter and height is 0.23 meter. So we write that down. Your block might be not be dissimilar with this, it could be different size, so you just want to note the length of the block and then the height. So we'll do linear meter divided by the length of the block plus mortar. It's important to add the mortar to the length of the block. It's a little value, but it goes a long way. So we'll divide the linear meter, which is 39.96 by 0.46, and then arrive at 86.87. That is the total blocks that will be needed to do a single course for this foundation. So we'll write that down somewhere, and then we do another simple calculation for the height of the foundation. For this one, we're using 0.72 meters for the total height of the foundation, not the total height actually, the height where the block work stops, and that we divide that by the height of the block plus mortar as well. And then we're having three courses. So 3 courses for that. We multiply that 3 courses by the total number of blocks for a single course, which we did earlier on, which is now 86.87 times 3, and that gives us 260.61 blocks. So that's the total number of blocks that will be needed to do the foundation block work for this particular floor plan. And that will take us to something that looks like this level of block work for the foundation. Now moving on, how many bags of cement will be enough to lay 261 blocks? Now for that particular size of block, which is a 9-inch block, the average number you can get from a single bag from experience is usually about 50 thereabout. So we have for a single bag of 50 kg Portland cement, we're getting 50 blocks, 9 inches blocks on the average out of a single bag. So if we're going to use that information and then divide the total number of blocks we calculated earlier, which was 261, by the total number by the blocks for a single bag, which is 50 for that size of block, we have 261 by 50, and that gives us a little over 5 bags. So we'll be using 5 bags of cement to do the block work, masonry work for this foundation. Moving on, we need to know what volume of concrete will be enough or needed to do the footing, the foundation footing of this foundation. Usually the footing comes before the block work, but to get the linear meter for the whole thing, we had to go do the block work before moving ahead with that. Now, how much concrete for foundation footing for this particular plan? Since we know from a section view of a simple strip foundation, we have 0.23 meters height of the footing, and then the width of the footing is 0.65 meters. That is like the width, the thickness of the trench. You don't want to make the trench too wide during the excavation, because the wider it gets, the more concrete it consumes. So we're going to take the values there, 0.23 and 0.65, and then multiply that by the linear meter we calculated earlier on. So we're having 0.23, the height of the footing, by 0.65 meter times 39.96, and that gives us 5.97 cubic meter of concrete, which is almost 6 cubic meter of concrete. It is not an exact value, it's more of an estimate. That works for when we're treating the whole of this foundation as a strip footing. It doesn't really work when you put the column footings into consideration. In that case, if we want to do the concrete that will be needed for the columns and the strip, firstly we have to do the column bases individually. Then if they are of the same size, then we'll do for one, and then if we get the volume that will be needed for a particular footing, column part footing, we'll go ahead and multiply that by the number of pads we have on the plan, and then do the blue part, which is strip foundation, get the length, the linear meter for that part, and do that separately, and then add that up, and then get the total volume that will be needed to cast the footing. Now, getting to this point, to calculate the number of boards that are required to prepare the columns for casting, you just have to look at the floor plan and observe the parts where there are openings, and then make provisions to have boards available to cover those areas. And then the estimates will get us to this level, and then I will not be talking about the labor that is required or how they charge, because that differs from region to region. So for the damp-proof membrane, to get the total number of damp-proof membrane needed, you just have to get the area of the building plan, and in this case we've got 41.2 meters square as the area. So we're going to make provisions of buying damp proof that will cover that area, such area. So and do the same for the British reinforced concrete mesh, BRC mesh, and all that. So to get the volume of concrete that will be needed to cast the oversight concrete or the German floor, that also requires having the area noted down, and the thickness of the floor. In this case, we're going to be going for like 0.15 meter for the thickness. It could be more, so we'll do the area of the floor plan, which is 41.2 by 0.15 meter, and that gives a 6.13 cubic meter. So that's the volume of concrete that will be required to cast a building plan of this size. And then calculating these other ones will require having the knowledge of what's on ground, what the prices are. So I really did not give exact prices of the materials, nor did I talk much about labor and the equipment. And for the reinforcements, I'm going to be talking about that in another video. Then I hope you got something out of this video. Please subscribe and hit the notification button so you don't miss a thing on my future upload. Thank you.